The stain on the ceiling had grown wider since it last rained, and I know these coming rains would definitely make it grow bigger. It takes different form when you look at it closely like I do. Sometimes it looks like a very, very big, or a brown cotton candy, or a thick cloud. And sometimes when I'm alone at home on Wednesday afternoon and I focus very hard, I can see eyes, sad eyes and thin lips, like the image of Christ as I knew him in my book of Bible stories. I wait for those eyes every time it happens, when he gasps and he gets loud and deep. His sweat beads swell on his neck and slowly trickle and fall on my uniform. He should at least let me remove my uniform or let me complete my homework, because I get numb, especially on days I don't see my eyes in my stain on the ceiling. Today is the hardest day because I need to share my story with you, and it looks like it might start raining by the time I get home, and my stain might grow bigger and take a different shape, and it might not have the eyes that I search for. I was watching Mum pacing when she came back from the village banking meeting. Her sudden shouting came as no surprise to me. Kafla, chewe, mwika, wushina opera kuje, fea kudia. Mum would call all of us before actually calling one person to send, and it's always been me, being the oldest. Chewe is just 5 months younger than me, but she's too lazy. Chewe has anemia, and if Mum could see how she dances at school, she would whip the fake condition out of her. Kafula is always holding a civics textbook when it's time to do chores. He's in grade 10 with no major exam coming up. I have to do the work because when Mom starts pacing like she is today, her BP will shoot up. Mom looks exactly like how my dad used to look like. I moved to Lusaka when I was 12, 3 weeks after my period started. I remember very little about Dad's funeral, but I was very excited at having to leave Chingola and stay with my aunt, his sister, my mom. The schools are better here, and I fit in very well, and Mom made sure she saw Dad's car and paid for my school fees for a whole year. Mwika, please teach your sisters how to cook. Everything she cooks has to burn. Chewe rolled her eyes and put more ketchup on her gravy. I don't know and get how ketchup and shima taste good to her. The rains had slowly begun to die down at this point, and I wanted to quickly wash the dishes and attempt to do my homework before it got dark. Dad's food was ready, but it sat there untouched. He kept on staring at his laptop like it would speak back at him. His work from Kafue. And he works from Kafue, but he always comes home on Wednesday to hand in reports at his head office. Vanamwika, have you spoken to the kids? The sound of his voice made Mum jump a bit. I thought you said we wait and hear from Mamwinga first. This came out as a whisper at first, but the fear in Mum's eyes was blinding. Mwinga nikabolala, he's a thief and a crook. It's best I do it this way. I resign now. I stand to get my benefits. As if now speaking to us and ignoring Mom's plea, he said, I am resigning effective tomorrow. The next couple of months will be very trying for us, and I need us to work together. Kafula, your grades this term better be good, and Chewe, please help your mother more after school. He stops and he looks at his laptop and continues to speak to me without looking at me. Mwika, your mother may need you to help more, but please find time to study. This is your final year, and I'm proud of your hard work so far. I smile back because Mom nods in approval. My hands are dry with nshima stuck onto them. I must go and get the dishes done. My mind is in a trance at this point because it means Dad will be home more often now. Kafula quickly follows me with the chicken bone in his mouth. Mwika, if Dad asks you about the paintbrush, please tell him Apiri hasn't returned it. He wants me to paint that stain in your ceiling.